This message is going to be called, you see the title of this situation, right? So with this, it's just brought to my attention because when I heard that stand down, that's how I know it's like military, veterans, and all this other stuff involved in this situation. And as I called it out, that's what it's been. There's nothing that no one's going to be able to shake my faith. That's for one. Two, to tell me what I already know to be true. Three, like, what game are we gonna play? Because the one thing that kind of like it hurt my heart, because I'm not gonna ever say anybody broke my heart, because breaking my heart is to go ahead and say that I wouldn't be alive no more. And if it was that I basically passed away and became reborn. And on top of all of this happening, I've then had to look at the situations of how things played out, who played parts, how they were able to do it, what was being done. Because I'm sitting here seeing some people like, I knew she can do it. I knew she can come through. I knew she was going to, pull through with what it is that she knows to be true. Because like I said, when it comes to that girl, Shaquita or whoever, I'm a little bit like disturbed, okay? It's disturbed off the fact that that's who was thinking that I was in competition with. That is sad. And whoever like felt that girl was some sort of competition or any of that sort is like, who we? When it came to my writings, and it was like with Rosie Martinez and stuff like that, I was like, I already knew how all of this was going because it was just like, makes sense. But also, the blessing and the discourse was when I had asked her, how you get the license, how you get it, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And for me, I'm just looking at the pole dancing as fucking exercise, not to live the fucking life. Because, baby, she thrived, she lived, but hey, if people accept that that's their problem, if they like fast money, quick money that don't last, that ain't got nothing to do with me, right? And with these military ties, these so-called relatives and families, whatever, because it was like, when it comes to Carla knew she played a part regardless. Like I said, I would not ever speak to these people again, ever. Even if I don't ever speak to my older two children, it's whatever, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel no type of way. If you was willing to go ahead and take what it is, you're going to have to take, there's repercussions and consequences for everything we choose to do, whether our choices, our decisions, and the choices that I chose to make, without me having the full awareness, which is partly not my fault, but I still have to be accountable for what it is that I allow myself to be into, not really knowing because I didn't have the example. I had nobody teaching me. I had nobody telling me warning signs. I did not know. You know what I'm saying? I did not know certain situations that I would be in, but I had to be accountable for the situations that I were put in, which I am fully accountable, fully aware. However, in this situation, it's like I have to look at how it happened, what it happened, who was around, who wasn't around, how did all this be caused? And then it's like now that if I'm getting that chance to reset my life all over again as a 17-year-old with everything that I was supposed to be given, oh Lord, do I not know, you know what I'm saying? If I knew what I knew now, then baby, I know I would have been on beast mode. And I understand that in certain situations, a lot of people, especially when it comes to those names that I was mentioning, oh, they fear that. They feel that. They feared it, baby. Because it was like, I could tell some people was paying attention to my temperament just to see what I would do with certain things. And it's like, not like I didn't know what would, like I knew, but it was like, now I'm having to trust, like I'm being blindsided, but I'm not blind to the situation. Like whoever, let's just say for Shaquita, for instance, or anybody that was messing with James Henry Taylor V. I feel bad for whatever fucking woman is with him right now. It's like I feel bad, but I don't feel bad. Because it's the thing of it is, if I left, it's for a reason. And the fact that people didn't ask, like, why did you leave in the first place? They seeing, but they're embarrassed to even speak on it. How would you like, I know for a fact that she was getting reminded of Sharita every time. Regardless, even though I know that James, is into same sex, one thing for certain, two things for sure. Before he, me knowing that the motherfucker was mean and he got an ornery streak, but I didn't know that the motherfucker was a psychopath on the other end too. and how far you will be willing to go. Because when a narcissist don't want to let you go, they want you to gain weight. They want you to be attractive because you're the source to give them emotions. You're the source to make them happy and laugh. Because James, that he probably was banking on the fact that I would come back, baby. When he left out of that door in 2019, that was it. That was it. Because I'm that one woman. There's the door. You don't have to stay here. Do not drag me along. If you feel like you can't be faithful, you can't be honorable, you can't do it, you can't do the commit, the door is right there, baby. I don't force no man, no woman, no friend, no family to stay somewhere where you're not happy, where you don't feel safe, where I will not ever force anybody. Show me what you rather do so I can do what I have to do. That's the theory, period. It's simple. And I know for a fact that he's sitting there, well, Sharita wouldn't say that. Sharita wouldn't wear like that. Sharita don't look like that. Like, that will be the bane of my existence. That would hurt. So I know she's going through and doing everything just to try to keep him around. Like, okay, well, if you like to do this, like she's probably doing all the wild, craziest stuff with this man just to keep that man. And when it came to me dealing with, the last dude, all he showed me was if I had gave him that, that's what I would be going right back to. And I was like, when I started calling him out, like, what you trying to beat down my self-esteem? Why are you trying to talk about my looks? Why are you trying to talk about this? And then when I realized, I'm like, this is the person that I loved the most was doing me the worst. I was sleeping with my own enemy. I'm trying to get my business started. And he was the one breaking my business. Now, I'm sitting here thinking like, okay, him and his mama have a chance to actually genuinely heal. Like when they come, and I will say your name, Marie Hicks Gomez. I ain't no fear, ain't no punk in me. I'm not no punk. So please, if you ever had that in this, and yo, Amadula Amagata, please let it go, baby. Please let it go. I'm very cordial in situations. I am very more understanding, and I will hear anyone out in any type of circumstance. That's why I'm so calm. But I had to understand that boy is used to fucking chaos. Before Joshua walked out of that door, I told his ass straight to his fucking face, I can't get mad at somebody who ain't ever experienced what love was. I can't get mad at somebody that just all they know is chaos. All they know is to lie. All they know is to do what, all he knew was what he was doing, because guess what? That's what he's surrounded by. I couldn't do that. And I wasn't going to force no man to change to be something that he wasn't ready to motherfucking do. When you ready to do it, you're going to motherfucking do it, regardless of what it is. I don't give a fuck if it's about sexuality. You're going to talk. When you love a person, you're going to talk about it. You're going to call them out, because there's no such thing as an argument. It's a problem, especially when you're in a marriage, you're in a situation. There's a discussion. We're not having no argument. And if it gets to an argument where we got to go to bed every night without speaking, baby, let it go. What I know now, if I knew it then, baby, I probably wouldn't even be where the fuck I'm at. I probably wouldn't have had as many kids as I did. Okay? But when it came to situation, if I could say of all the men I ever had, Joshua Michael Gonzalez, that was the one I loved the most, but he did me the worst. So right now, where it comes to relationships, stay the fuck you at. Sending somebody over here just to, and I'm sitting here like, damn, if I had gave that person, I would have been looking at a repeated cycle, and these people would have literally won. If I allowed him back in, regardless, hey, when you love somebody, love them enough to let them go. I love that man enough to let him go. He wasn't ready to heal. His mama wasn't ready to heal. Clearly, his motherfucking family wasn't ready to fucking heal. And it's like, it showed and proved to me that anybody willing to go against me without asking, like, hey, what caused you to do that, in the first place? And it was like, it hurt my feelings, but it didn't break my heart. But like I said, he almost broke my heart, but that was the only man that I could say that I gave him the last little bit of love that I did have, outside of what I was giving to my kids. And then it was like, oh, you paying attention to that man more? First of all, man, no, I was actually paying attention to everybody. Because when the kids was there, he was there, everybody got catered to. Everybody ate, everybody got to play, everybody got time, everybody got attention. I was still able to focus on doing my readings. I was still able to be able to create things. Long as feng shui was going through in my home, all that other shit just didn't really matter to me. But when I say the detriment that could have almost broke me, oh, it was James Henry. The stalking, the harassing, the busting out the windows, cutting my tires, my brakes. Him with all the people. When chaos came to my door, I had to always fucking remember what it was like when I was leaving James Henry Taylor, which is still carrying out to this day. Him and his mama still doing the bullshit with my own family for money. And people be like, why you don't be caring about money? Because, baby, I can get it. I'm not concerned about it because I can get it. And it ain't getting it by sleeping on my back. It ain't getting it by trying to rob and take from nobody. I ain't never been that type of woman to do that. I done grew up around it for so much that I knew in my mind by the time I was getting out of motherfucking high school, baby, that ain't for me. That's why the people that were being sent to me, I know what a predator is. I could sit there and say, oh, well, this person loved it. The only person that was probably of my age at that time, and then considering the situation, was John Sebastian Martinez, Maria Martinez, all of them. Like I said, ain't no motherfucking fear. I don't give a fuck what kind of hood and shit. That don't mean nothing. A hood don't mean shit. How rough you grew up don't mean shit. But baby, when you for real about you, you ain't gonna play about you. I'm not playing about me in this season. I done damn near had people make me feel like my confidence, my self-esteem. I was like, goddamn sure you almost let all these motherfuckers get that from off of you. Not ever again. Because most of the time when it came to work, especially with work, and this is telling me that this was like 42 hour for work, secretary work, if not, this was advisory work or something. It's something tied to the White House, Pentagon, or military. That I fucking do know. So uno motherfucking reverse to whoever the fuck has spoke so negatively on my name. The only people that you really could have been speaking to outside of anything that was close to me, April Thompson, Tamisha Pierce, Andre and Jasmine Sample, Archie Callahan. Military wise, I'm sitting here just like, yeah, Michael Alexander, and Arlene and Lewis William, Julia as well, Tolliver. And then those are only people that I can say that was really like in my home like that. Oh, outside of Joseph Messa. Those are the only real people that can say that they've been in my home, been around me, know my character, stuff like that. Because you asking Mark and Antoine Phillips Sr. about it, you already failed. That motherfucker had to serve time. Sir, you was going to serve that time, regardless if you was the father or not of my motherfucking son, sir. Beast, mean, hateful, whatever you want to call it. But you should have told the truth what happened to my son. I had to watch him flatline in front of me. Oh, yes. James Henry Taylor V. Oh, I gave him the happiest moments that he could actually remember outside of, like, I did not realize how fucking traumatized that Regina had put that boy through until I had the experience that, I almost said the B word about her already. Until I had to experience what the hell she did. Like I said, I can remember the exact date that told me right there in that moment that she was going to be a problem. Regina Taylor, poor Hannah. Oh, October 15, 2019, I knew that bitch was a problem. Back to Jarvis was the one talking about, oh, she's, and was over there at Michael, because the marriage was over maybe already. Okay? And Jasmine was the one to feed. Oh, she was at the gym and she flirted with somebody, and James took that opportunity while I was in Colorado to nut the fuck up. When I say nut the fuck up, nut the fuck up. You hear me? But who was he calling whenever he went to his grandma's funeral up there in Virginia? Rita. I'm gonna take my life. I was about to sleep with my Uncle Toby's wife or girlfriend, whoever it was at that time. Of all, if any man that ever encountered me, I've always been that woman that these men loved. So whatever Josh out here speaking in these streets, I'm pretty sure it's about a few of them looking at this motherfucker. You really love that bitch. You really love her, and he do. But he won't ever get near me again. because he don't have a backbone. A grown man, even if I hurt you, I'm gonna tell you. But now I have to believe you a narc. You just like that. You just gotta have a supply. Your family cool. Your mama was cool with doing that. Your mama was cool with bringing all your exes and other bitches just to distract you. She found the one favorite bitch that broke your heart, that you went back to, that did the most dirt, to the same shit that you did to me. Now she doing it to you. Now I know not to deal with no man that got to sit there and go back and forth, sir. I'm not going back and forth with you. Because if you're going to play religious with me, well, the Bible says once you get you a wife, you cling to your wife. Your mama, your family, your daddy and them, they are no longer a factor. He that find a good wife find a good thing. And baby, I'm a blessed thing around this bitch, and ain't nobody fit to convince me less. Reckless at the mouth, silver tongue, motherfucking devil. I will slice and dice you with my words alone. I don't need no crew, I don't need no crowd, I don't need no audience, and I sure the fuck don't look for outside validations, but what the fuck I'm going to speak to you is going to be nothing but facts based off of pure observation of how you treat me, how you treat others, and how the fuck you moving. And a lot of you motherfuckers been moving real loosey-goosey, and that's why I call it acquaintance, encounterments. So anyone trying to speak on my name on a hateful way to call me hateful, baby, I will show you what hate is, because based off the hate that you're giving, how you moving, baby, I'm going to be your Thanksgiving to make sure that you don't ever do that shit again. If we're going to talk about culture, if we're going to talk about race, we're going to talk about anything, make sure that you got some fucking knowledge to talk about it. Make sure you hold weight, that when you step in the room, people give you the same attention that I get. Baby, I can just step into a motherfucking room, my energy into the room before I fucking do. I've been knowing that since a kid. Half of these motherfuckers that even if I mention their name, I used to have to dim my light just to be around them. I'm pissed off at my own self. Fuck y'all. Why the fuck would I be mad at y'all? I'm mad at my goddamn self. Rita, you lowered your motherfucking standards and dimmed your life for all these motherfuckers that's in grace. And basically, I ain't have to go to college to get this type of fucking knowledge. It just comes naturally. I don't have to explain shit, over explain how the fuck you know. Just know that I fucking know. Period. But if I fuck with you, I fuck with you because I'm solid. I'm a true definition of ride with you and be your true Bonnie and motherfucking Clyde. But if you don't treat me right, baby, that's when I'm going to have to write your ass off and let you know, if you thought you was on demon time, I'm going to show you the demon. You can be on demon time, but I will be the demon. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference. And some people that be like, oh, they're disrespectful. They don't know how to carry themselves. Actually, I know how to carry myself way better than half of these motherfuckers that still got to sit here and scream and yell and be codependent on another motherfucker. Because anybody talk about I'm gold digging. Oh, so gold digging is just asking you to take me out to a river? Gold digging is, I was asking for the fucking bare minimum. Because the rest of the shit I've been doing on my own. Anything I've ever fucking got has been on my own. Not Sheila, not Carla, not Patrick. None of these motherfuckers can say that they did for me. It was a necessity. In order for me to deploy, I needed someone to keep the kids, right? But the reason why Sheila kept them kids, and knowing when I was stateside and she knew somebody was by my side, she knew she couldn't ride off the money that Rita had. Okay, so even when them courts asking for power attorneys and all this other shit, Sheila just wants the fucking money. Oh, he eating. Oh no, now that's one thing she knows. Long as she got the food and supplies to make sure he eat and shit like that. Pretty sure Adrian have to sit there helping and assist and let him know here and there. But outside of that, never fucking disrespect me by my motherfucking parent. Because it was A1 and some part. You want to know how the fuck I know? And I've always knew. And that's why I don't give a fuck what's out here in the streets. Because like I said, ain't nobody been bold enough. And I respect the fact that y'all kept that shit over there. Because y'all know what type of time I own if you bring this stupid shit. Because I'm going to give you the chance and opportunity. Trust and believe me, it's going to be cordial. I ain't got to bust you in your shit. I ain't even waiting for you to swing first because I'm not fit to hit you because you're going to look real stupid about based off the what the fuck I'm going to say back. You have to brace yourself about what I'm going to say back. I ain't got to put these paws on y'all motherfuckers no more, okay? Y'all see the hands, y'all be sitting there like, her hand, yeah, they big for a motherfucking reason. I should have been a motherfucking boxer. But then having to sit here and do all this stuff and go back and forth energetically, And then it's like, how she hear me? Baby, closest thing to God, I promise you. Sometimes you just keep your head down and mind your motherfucking business. You know what's up. But when you seen hell, you lived in it and you sit with it, and you had to deal with it, it's too easy to spot it. Call me a spotter. Call me a fucking walking sniper. That one's gonna say it. That one gonna do it. That's how they gonna act. That's how they gonna run the money. That's how they fit to go ahead and scam. That's how they fit the traffic. Oh, that kid is a target. Oh, they mama fit to get it. Oh, they fit to flip this man. You think I don't know what it look like? I knew the fuck I was on when a buddy had hit me. He said, "You talk like you a pimp." Was raised around him. What the fuck? It happened to me before too. It wasn't by choice. I was a kid. You think I'm gonna still keep crying about some shit about a kid? No, hell no. I'm fit to go heal that little fucking kid that got broken at 3 years old because my mama was in her feelings because the men showed me more attention. What the fuck we talking about? That's why I tell people all the time, we're not gonna ever have the same conversation. I ain't tripping. But if you're gonna deal with me, be cordial. I'm going to peep game about the game if I already know how the game is ran. All I want is for motherfuckers to be happy because I know what pain look like. I know what hate, being rejected, being ignored, not being able to fit in look like. Because what the fuck is normal anyway? Because what you know not to be normal, now we have to accept it to be fucking normal. Oh, I'm a trans and I'm a woman, but you still got a dangling between your leg and that kid trying to figure out is that a man or is it a woman? Because do I come out of their stomach? No, you actually came out of, okay, we're not going to do all this extra confusion. And then it's like, oh, she has a hate. I ain't got no hate. I accept anybody. It's a judgment-free zone. That's why everybody fucking feels safe when they come here. You ain't got to worry about me stealing. You ain't got to, the only thing you're going to worry about is me checking the fuck out of you. That's it. But if you stay out of my lane, stay out of my way, and make sure that I'm just doing what the fuck I'm doing about my business, you ain't got no motherfucking problem. But for this audacity and for how far it is, because it was like, sure, there was an opportunity. Them messing with your phone, your emails and stuff like that, just because they don't want you to get to the bag. This is crazy. But then I was like, you know what, Rita? It's all right. Because what God has for you and people feel like they taking away, it's temporary. Or if it just wasn't part of your purpose or your path, just leave it where the fuck it's at. Have fun, but eventually if they feel like they making fun of you and all this other stuff, do unto others as you want done to you. So how they talk bad about you, somebody fit to talk real fucking bad and shiesty about them. If they stole from you, somebody fit to steal even more from them. So that's why I don't ever really go back and forth about having to get my lick back and do them like this and do them like that, because the hope and the cycle of the situation, well, let her have a cool down moment and then she gonna come back to you. So like wait about a year or two and then try to go back with her or something like that. Like, no sir, if he can't show his face right now, oh, your time is cut, sir. I gave you time and grace. But like I said, if I do something after Mother's Day, my hands is washed, chapter closed. Chapter closed. And don't come with no half truths. It better be full truth, because a half truth is still a motherfucking lie to me. Because I won't lie to you, so don't lie to me. That's why my biggest pet peeve is a fucking liar. I hate being lied to. If I'm not going to lie to you, don't fucking lie to me. Because everybody sitting here, y'all thinking you coming for the show, bitch. You reading past sins. You think I really give a shit about what you told me out here? Nope, because anybody going to approach about what? Well, I heard you did this, and if I did, what, you don't know how to control yourself or your anger? Because you still gonna stay with the same man that you sitting here trying to go back and forth with him. You still staying there. So I'm not, move along. It's like shoe fly, don't bother me. So what the fuck you looking to monitor? Go monitor your own asshole and go make sure that it's clean appropriately. Go make sure your cootie cat is clean. Go make sure your ding-a-ling ain't burning and falling off the tip. Dealing with me. Find you something better to fucking do than coming over here. Okay? Anybody sitting here trying to bite, swag, style, whatever the case may be, whether I gain weight, lose weight, bitch, they still come over here and it still works the motherfucking same. Okay? A man has showed me plenty of time and time again, they don't give a fuck about shape, body, none of that. Long as it can get wet and he can get up on her, a man don't give a shit. Shit, he'll get him it as long as it look cute enough and he can put it in a hole. It's a man, baby. That's James Brown said it's a man's world in their own fucking words. You think I really give a shit? That's one thing. I will fight for you, not over you. There's a big fucking difference, okay? And for anyone to try to make me to be an enemy of you, baby, it requires me to put more fucking energy and effort into what they doing, what they got going on. Baby, I'm not gonna search your page. I really don't want your number. None of that shit. I really don't care. I don't care about nothing but getting my bag, making sure my home is good, making sure it's comfortable. That's it. Honestly. Long as I got all my motherfucking needs and wants right here in this crib, I really can give shit about what the fuck y'all be having going on in your life. You better go ask Jeremy Richardson what the fuck he tell you. He was so happy to get that motherfucking 100%, but I was in my thought, but like I said, I can only tell a few people I like you. Like you. I don't like many people. I really don't fucking like people. But if I tell you I like you and I fuck with you, do some fuck shit. I promise you, do some fuck shit. You'll feel it. You will. I will make sure you do. And whatever the fuck I say or do and how I choose to move, I promise you, you're going to be like, I love this bitch, but I hate her. At the same motherfucking time. How you love somebody, hate them at the same time? Because you got to have fucking love in the first place. Duh. But the math part of this, of me having to go ahead and close this chapter out, is me being able to recognize situational awareness, accountability for putting myself in positions, places around people that even though it was just like I used to want to crave family, so now I had to let family go, including my own fucking children, just for the fucking safety and security of me, because like I said, I'm not playing about me no more. I'm not going to play about me no more. I'm not arguing with nobody about money. I'm not fit to argue with you about kids. I'm not fit to have to keep fucking over-explaining and getting dumb motherfuckers to feel like, well, we want to use this diagnosis to put them in the psych ward or this and that. For fucking what? For having a brain? To know what's right and know what's wrong? That's the wildest shit that I've ever fucking had to phantom in this situation, but I had to understand it's like, it's going to be some dumb motherfuckers that don't feel no type of way and don't feel wrong for what the fuck they did, how they behaved, how they did this shit. So I was just like, damn, Sheree, you just going to have to accept shit for what the fuck it is. It'll be people be willing to do stuff so far that they're not able to see the flaw in how they're doing another person because they got to feel it's justified. Okay. Well, since you feel it's justified how you do, I have the same right just as you to justify what the fuck it is that I do, how I said it and how I said it, right? So I'm justified in taking full accountability for it. Oh, I'm not apologizing for nothing that I said, how I said it and when I said it and how I did it. If it's publicly, it's just going to be public. Stand on business how you stood on business when you did what you did, said what you said, and carried out all the things that you chose to do. That has nothing to do with me, like the same way that I'm doing should have nothing to do with you. Only difference between me and the next group or whoever the fuck it is that decided to go ahead and click up and do what it is that they did, I'm going to be authentic. I'm going to stand on business. I said it. And again, I'm not apologizing for nothing because ain't nobody been bold enough, grown enough, because everybody swear to be grown. Give a fuck if you 50, 60, 70 years old. A grown motherfucker is going to take accountability for what the fuck they said, they did, how they said it, or whatever. Because at that point, grown folks have discussions, not argument. Because I'm not here to argue with nobody. If I'm telling you publicly, regardless if you take it to a judge or not, you take it to people that you don't want to do whatever the fuck it is, accountability counts for a lot of things. Staying in truth, regardless if it's going to make you look even worse in the situation. I'd rather you know the fucking truth than giving out a fucking lie. Because a lie will bite you in the ass every time. For that one lie, it's going to be 100 truths. Because for one lie, you got to remember for the next lie, for the next lie, for the next lie. And eventually, it gets lost. So I'd rather you know the truth, be fully fucking transparent, and be a fucking open book than you be trying to figure out, well, what's this and what's it? Ain't shit to fucking figure out. If I told your ass, I told you. That's what the fuck it is. I'm not going to mix it. And my brain don't have that capacity to want to mix my words about what the fuck I'm saying. So when I'm telling a person, I'm telling you because that's who the fuck I am. I'm not for to lie to you. I'm not for to waste no time. If I said it, I said it. If I did it, I did it. If I took it, I took it. But I'm not a person to take anything. I've always been the giver. Everyone takes from me. But ain't shit been given back to me but the bullshit, cow shit, fuck shit, yo shit, they shit. Where the bitch, give me my motherfucking flowers. I'm deserving of that. Give me my motherfucking respect. I'm beyond deserving of that. And right now I'm standing on big business. Respect it, or you gonna feel beyond disrespected. Because if you give me disrespect, I'm gonna give it right back. You wanna be hostile, I'm gonna give it back. Can't nobody give you what you ain't got. If you ain't have self-respect, how the fuck I'm gonna respect you if you ain't got it? So if you ain't got self-respect, how the fuck you gonna give it to somebody else? So of course, that man gonna be disrespectful to you and out there in the motherfucking streets. Family included. People know who they can use and manipulate in situations. They know who they can use. They know who gonna fall for their okie doke. They know, especially when it comes to men, and they know that their parents fucked up, and it's God forbid it's a fucking mom, and she knows she did some fuck shit to her son, and that son get in a position where he can make money. He can get in position to help her out of situation. Those be the perfect fucking duos for hell. And God forbid that parent feel like, oh, we're just getting into a great place. I don't want to lose my relationship with him. Bitch, you're acting equivalent to like if you want to go ahead and screw him. He is not sleeping in your bed. And if you seen your son give something to another woman because you never fucking receive it, reevaluate your fucking situation. Don't take it out on the next fucking person because that person got quality. Bitch, I earned that. I bust my ass for that. And I didn't have no fucking backing. Y'all know it because y'all sitting there working with the motherfuckers, right? That money, was it worth it? Because now you sitting here looking stupid like, God damn, I did that. It's no. It's forgiving. Like I said, I don't want no apologies from nobody because y'all done had ample time to fucking apologize. Y'all had ample time to speak up. But ain't nobody want to speak up. You scared, so don't ever call me motherfucking scary. Because if I was scared, I would have been shut up a long time ago. And it's been real sticky. And when I say real fucking sticky, sticky. And for me to get up every day, pray, God, I'm going to get through today. Even though I might not want to wake up, but I'm here, God. It's a purpose. It's something a little bit bigger than me. And I don't know what it is. Oh, I got to talk to this person again? Okay. Well, apparently God has something installed for those people, whoever he brings back in to allow him to come in. Because he wouldn't have been able to come in if God didn't have a purpose for that man to be back there. He just needed to see how I would handle it. Why? Because I have more emotional intelligence than every single last fucking one of y'all that been coming for me. How are you able to be forgiven? I forgive, but it ain't gonna be forgotten, but fuck you at the same time, but I'm gonna hear you out. But hey, long as you come to me with respect, I got you. Why would I ever trip? I don't want to see it. If it's going on around me in front of my fucking eyeballs and in my peripheral visions, I am obligated to make sure that don't happen around me. I like peace. And some motherfuckers just don't like to live in peace. He didn't like peace. He liked toxicity. He liked to go back and forth. He liked that rah-rah. Anytime I get that rah-rah with him, that motherfucker was aroused. I'm on my way. But that's not how you keep a grown woman's attention. A grown woman's attention I'm only gonna do that for so long. Okay, eventually, when it comes to me, stop asking questions. And when I'm not saying shit and I'm not going back and forth with you, just good girl might be gone for good. I've been the good girl. I've been the nice wife. I've been the good person. I've been the bigger person in situations when I shouldn't fucking been the bigger person. Right now, this is me even fucking being the bigger person in all of this. In all of this shit, I should not ever have to be the fucking bigger person. And I'm having to be the bigger person because regardless if it was Vanessa, Penny, Marie, you Sonata and her mama and all these little motherfuckers, because to me, y'all little dogs. I'm dealing with chihuahuas and I'm the fucking cane corso. I'm the Doberman over here. I'm the walk waller in this bitch. I'm the only pit bull in this motherfucker. Come on, now. But I respect it. I get it. And he fell for it, so it's cool. So I'm not tripping, long as he's happy. Long as that nigga making Josh happy, I don't really give a fuck. Long as Leona, wherever the fuck that old yuck mouth ass motherfucker, because you shouldn't have never fucking spoke on my name. Nigga, I was the one sitting there telling you, if you're gonna get the, reconstruction surgery, I don't want you to be there with me, Rita. But then you play me in my face, bro, I'm for the dog walk your ass. I swear to you. Even if we have to square up, you know I'm with it. I'm in the city of motherfucking Orlando. Y'all saw me every fucking day coming over there on the motherfucking west side. Y'all knew where the fuck I reside at. And y'all play the game like that? How the fuck you think I'm gonna talk to you? Can we be friends? Can we be cool? Fuck no. I don't do, just like Derek Tucker told my ass, I don't do fucking friends. I don't want new friends, your friends, they friends, my friends. I don't want none of that. Because for every time and every second of the day that I had to sit there and torment myself and feel to myself that, hey, Shrita, those people, I'm fighting with myself, Shrita, they wouldn't do you like that. You want to know what was odd? That suggests people you may know. Follow back, motherfuckers. I was like, damn, all these motherfuckers popping back up. Tila went to church with your ass. And I'm like, what? Not her too. I was like, word? We do it like that? We do it like that. But I was like, all these motherfuckers do this behind my back. Y'all was riding hard than a motherfucker with Kiara Latrice Chapman and Rachel Hooser. Y'all was rolling real hard with them. Kamaya, John, and all these motherfuckers. Y'all rolled a little bit too motherfucking hard for me. And the fucking audacity. Because what I used to do and be when I was 16, 17 years old, just imagine, now I'm calmer. Now I'm calm. What do we do? I don't know. What should you do? But are you going to talk? Hell no, I doubt it. And if you did, it's probably going to be some bullshit, but you would never, look, I bring it to the party, but you won't ever fucking sit with me. Oh, what? I want her to be jealous of my new relationship that I'm in. Bitch, I could not ever. Y'all could never. I won't ever. We're not the same. You see what I'm saying? We're not the same. I don't give a fuck who you laying with because I already know how they moving. And if they was moving dirty with me, I already know that they had to get a fucking bust down and degrade themselves to go ahead and get what they needed to be acceptable of the fucking behaviors that they carry. Because I require a different thing in the stature of a man to even fucking sit next to me. You not fit to cut me off in the midst of a conversation. You can ask Neo, his ass got cut off, blocked the same day that he called that phone talking about, I want to come get that nigga, I want to come lay up. Sir, you're not laying up over here. You can't hear me out? Sir, I will cut you off. You better ask Andrew Hendricks. Hit him off, serve him up. You do what? I will cut you the fuck off. I don't need a man. I want one, but I don't need him. So know the difference. Y'all need them. Y'all need the energy. Y'all need these men's, validations. Y'all need them jobs. I'll go get it before I beg a motherfucker for a position. I'm going to go look for it and I'm going to hustle to get it. I ain't laying on my back and going ahead and giving that neck for that. I'd rather be doing it on my own accord than sitting there trying to trick off on a motherfucker or trying to get somebody to lay up. We won't ever be the same. And then at the fact that y'all had to blackball me from some of my businesses in the beauty industry, how dare you? That was beyond disrespectful. When I was trying to get my nail business going, my braids, my wigs, my hair business, all my barbering fucking license, because y'all knew for a fucking fact a bitch went on ahead and did that, the money was gonna come in regardless. Not to mention my cybersecurity, not to mention my finances, not to mention my crypto and all that Forex day trading. That's all me, baby. Real estate, that's all me, baby. The audacity? And it be bitches out here in the street sitting here talking about me. I wish the fuck you would break the shit. Because it seems like you had to go get all the hoes, the escorts and strippers from the strip clubs and from the underground to come up and see. And most of these bitches is up here from under the motherfucking sea looking at a bitch like me like, damn, she really do know how to get it. I mean, sometimes you need to fucking hear the real ass motherfucker to tell you what the fuck it is. Because even if I did have to resort to going to a strip club, I'm still going to get my money, but I ain't fit to lay up and do no after parties. You think I want to be in a strip club getting called a B, a HOE for every fucking night for free for a fucking dollar? Please try again. Then you got to go ahead, not only after you leave the strip club, you're going to need an OnlyFans, you're going to need another fucking back page just to make sure that the money's still coming in. And half of them, when you get into the motherfucking strip club, they either turn into a setup girl or a fuck it up girl. And half of those turn into scamming, thieving, stolen identity, robberies. I ain't got time for that. I don't want to live my life going in the fucking out of jail. Y'all hoes do. But the chance and opportunity that you took, because on top of that, not to mention a bitch could be a ghostwriter, but apparently I was for you hoes to take my shit and then try to translate the shit into reggaeton. So don't ever fucking disrespect somebody that I know that you gotta bite my shit just to thrive. You have to come look at me to go ahead and be what it is that he wants you to be because he reminiscing about Rita. Know the difference. Rita wouldn't talk to me like that, but if I ever had to get in a man's ass, it was for constructive criticism for his ass to do better. So bitch, thank me for James Taylor the fucking fifth, even though his ass is a bitch and he like men, thank me for going ahead and making him recognize what to do better, which it probably made him do some manipulation a lot fucking better, but hey, it ain't my motherfucking problem. Because James Henry Taylor the fifth would have never get the time of day. Jeffrey Beard would not ever. I remember that motherfucker came to me and we was what, 17, and he had lied about his age. So my first baby daddy had lied about how the fuck old he was. The second one did the same too. Alejandro Ponce Norris Camacho from Panama, Cologne, Panama. So when it comes to nationality of men, baby, there ain't shit you gonna tell me about a Central American, Mexican, South American, or the motherfucking Caribbean men. It ain't shit that you can tell me about the men. I know the motherfuckers like the back, the front, and the forefathers of this land. Do you hear me? It ain't shit that you gonna tell me about a white man. Nor shit, a black man will not probably get a fucking time of day considering how this shit was played out. And most of my attack came from more black and Hispanic men than any fucking thing. And if I have to be precise, more gay fucking black men and gay Hispanic men. That was the craziest work I ever fucking had to deal with. I was like, damn, it be like that. It be like that. I'm a lesbian stud's fucking happiest wet dream that if I gave them a chance, they would love it here. So never fucking insult my intelligence about who the fuck I am, what I am, how I go, baby. It's fluid. It's as real as it comes. And if you ain't ready for real, of course you're going to run. So I ain't tripping. That's why I don't get mad at you motherfuckers. I'll get mad at myself before I get mad at the next fucking man. Rita, you got to check yourself and your behavior. You did not have to get out of your body and smack a motherfucker up like that. Because any man that ever tried to go ahead and put his hands on me, he'll probably attempt twice. It ain't ever been a third time. Because the third time, that man already knew if he had tried it the third time, that was going to be me calling his mama. And that shit, and he ain't even worried about call your mama. And I'm gonna call the police in the process of this. Officer, yes, it's about to be a 187 right here on my front door at this. If you got about 3 minutes to approach. And that's how it really gets over here. They know it, I know it, and anybody else that genuinely know it, they know what's up. I ain't gotta lie. I ain't gotta steal. I ain't gotta act tough. It ain't no act. It ain't no facade. It's as real as it comes. Anybody that's not real is not able to even withhold being around me. They don't like being around me because real calls them to have to be real them motherfucking selves. And most people are not ready to be in fucking reality. This is not a fucking reality show. And reality is fucking fake. It's no different than watching Fox fake news. Isn't that what Trump say? So while y'all newscasters over here trying to figure out, well, how the fuck we gonna approach about this? Just run me my motherfucking ends. So this shit is about to end anyway. So I'm not tripping. So it's just telling me, baby, just sit down and wait a little bit. That's all my soul and my spirit. And that's what God fucking say, baby. Just hold on. Hold on, sugar booger. Just hold on. And that's what the fuck I'm gonna do. Hold on. But you can address these whole ass motherfuckers when you need to. So I pop up when I feel like it, when I don't need to, and if the message need to be delivered. So while you feel like you playing and plotting and strategizing and trying to get crew clicked up and whatever, because it's still about 20 of you dumb motherfuckers that's gonna try it. But y'all 20 motherfuckers that gonna try it, it's gonna shut down. So regardless of what they do, I'm taking every single last one of you to trial. Yes, I'm going to press charges. You should have been man or woman enough to just fucking send me a message. Let her know. I don't even want a message. You should have been man enough to either call me or approach me to say something. And the fact that none of you did, oh, I'm pressing charges. If they ask me, that's what I'm, Oh, it was them? Okay, yep. I don't care. Because when I don't give a fuck what kind of lifestyle it is, it don't mean nothing to me because I'm pretty sure they're going to take care of that. So I'm not concerned about none of that since she's so protected, let's take you got real cocky with it, right? And now the cockiness is leaving you to get real fucking humble because you're trying to delete evidence, you're trying to get rid of it, you're trying to get people to backtrack and recant and all this shit. Now you got a problem. The problem sure the fuck wasn't me. You started a problem that you wasn't ever fucking finished. I'll let you pick and choose your motherfucking battles. But the war is already won, so I don't ever trip. If I had to tell Sheila, who's supposed to be my so-called fucking mama, if I had to tell that bitch to her fucking face, you don't want to war with me, she knew better. Because now, here we are. Now everybody wants, oh, I'm scared. You wasn't scared for your life when y'all was doing this fuck shit. And it's half of these people having to sit back, wait a minute, why the fuck did I get involved in this shit in the first place? Sit back and ask yourself, in fucking reality, what false prophecy has it been? Because a lot of this shit has been fucking coming to manifestation. Y'all just ain't having conversation amongst each other. Hello? I can hear a fucking needle drop at this time of how quiet everybody got to sit back like, God damn. You should have fucking asked questions. This is going to teach y'all fucking lessons. Quit having people bring you into fucking situations that's going to have your ass sitting there looking stupid in the fucking end. That's why I always make it my business to always know, don't bring me no problem. If there's a problem, guarantee there's a solution. I don't like chaos. I don't like problems in my fucking world. I had enough of it. So if you're going to bring a problem, you better be ready for a fucking solution. If you're not, I'm going to tell you once. Because before then, I used to tell you twice. That twice shit is out the window. Where I would have gave mercy and grace, that's gone. The Rita that y'all knew was like, oh, come on, yeah, let's hang out, let's have drinks. Cancel that. I'm going to tell you, yeah, but don't expect for me to show the fuck up. I will hear you out. I have zero problem with hearing you out. We could converse, have a conversation, and let it be that. You need your closure because I really don't care if you do or you don't, because I've grown so accustomed to not receiving the apologies that I deserve. I've grown accustomed to people doing bullshit and not feel sorry for it. This last situation, I was damn near left for dead, and everybody knew, including my older two fucking kids. Now, when we figure out that my two kids that came from my womb betrayed me as they did, so be it. So if I have no problem releasing my own children with love, I have zero problem releasing anybody that ain't really got no motherfucking ties to me. I don't give a fuck about no mama, no daddy, no granny, no aunties, uncles, they kids, his kids, they kids. I don't give a fuck about your baby. I don't fuck your pregnancy. I don't care. Because you have to look at all the shit that y'all put her through that you didn't mind doing. And you want me to care about, oh, our friend had lost their kid. Does it look like I give a shit if your dad died, your dog passed on? Does it look like I care? Because I'm going to always remember in my brain, did you care when I wasn't eating? You didn't care when they was getting ready to go ahead and put a bag on my head? I have to always remember that. I have to remember every time, oh, we don't support you. We don't care about you. We didn't. I have to remember every fucking moment of the day. That's why it's like, you know what? It's been real fucking peaceful. Focusing on me, what I want to do next, or whatever it is that they're going to allow me to do without fucking trying to steal, block, and fucking hinder me from fucking doing. Because someone, like I said, it's a whole bunch of motherfucking people that know I'm a fucking threat to them, their existence, and the shit that they do. Because give a motherfucker like me fucking money, I'm going to show you how the fucking world can spin. Because if I rule the world, you got a fucking problem living in it. Well, at least in mine. Because you got to be honest and real. I ain't doing business with somebody because amongst thieves ain't no motherfucking morality in that shit. Shit, I'll trust an unaliver or a mercenary before I fucking trust anybody else. And even one of my first hitter at 17, he's still lurking around this. You want to know how I know? I hooked him up with the other baby mama. Come on now. And she was a goofy, and he knew he didn't get over on her ass. He knew he didn't get over on Natasha Johnson. I was like, shit, even I knew. I thought that shit was low-key hilarious. But however, I felt in my heart, because I ain't no hating ass fucking female, I thought because he treated me, even though he was meant to unalive me, he treated me well. Angel Cologne treated me very well. There was nothing that even when I was in Afghanistan and I needed care packages, whatever, I had. There was nothing in no state or city that I could move around that man did not know where the fuck I was. Danny Abuxin, he left because I had my first child. Now, had I not had no kid, he probably would have still been around. Probably would have ran me too much money if I had asked for it. So, overstand as a woman and how you carry yourself, a man will be willing to give to you. I had women even wanted to do that. Veronica would have loved the motherfucking tears with a bitch, but she would never get the fucking time of day. So she resorted because her trauma from how her parents did. And now, mind you, Veronica had always lived a good life. But when I knew how far she took this shit, that's when I said, all right, I got your number. And for her to go as far as she did to show her vindictiveness, to get her Delta sorority sisters involved in this, her people from her pharmacy school out in Miami and shit like that, I was like, oh, you a trifling motherfucker. You a trifling bitch. Because you in your feelings? You pressed? Because you got money, you finally lost the weight that you've been fighting to lose and shit like that. You finally got control over some shit, but you decided to flip on me, bitch? All right, cool. So be it. 20 plus years down the drain, you think I care? Nah. It don't faze me no more, but then it's like, if you wanted to wake the demon, here she is. I just wanted to see how far. No, now you can't tame it. You won't ever. I'm not meant to be fucking tame. I'm meant to be loved up on. I'm meant to be rubbed up on. I'm meant to get some attention here and there if I ask for it, and I barely fucking ask for shit. The attention for me, low key, is just taking me where the fuck I say I want to go. That's it. It's the simplest shit. You know what I like to eat. You know where I like to go. You seen what I was looking at. Do you want this? I'm appreciative and grateful, because if the man took the time and an initiative to put a thought into getting on, I wouldn't give a fuck if it was just a rose, a t-shirt, a book. Hey, I was at the corner store and I got you some lip gloss. I seen you used to like this motherfucker. And I'm gonna be a happy motherfucker. Another bitch, no, I asked for a Gucci bag. Okay. That's what you chose. That ain't got shit to do with me. But I know the fucking man for me is gonna appreciate it. Like the real fucking man, a stand-up man, he gonna, like, damn, my baby, he can have all the fucking money in the world. He be like, but my baby, that's all she wants. all she wants. Shit, give me the money, I'ma flip it to make a new fucking bag. Oh, well, you know that one bag that you was looking at, it was like, you know, 2,000 or something like that. I come back and triple that shit and then brought him 26,000. Babe, I told you to go get the purse, but I just flipped the money. You see, me and the same, all these bitches that try to put themselves in a competition with me, bitch, stay in your lane, because we won't be the same. You got to learn from me. You trying to learn from me so you keep them happy. But 10 times out of 10, depending on what it is and what feeling and emotion that I could be in, he'd probably be sitting there like, it's a possibility. I'm really considering. No, baby, you got to know what the fuck you want. I don't need nobody still trying to fucking figure it out. Figure out what the fuck it is. And if that's just what it is, be happy over there. I want you to be happy. I want you to feel, you know, where you feel loved and safe at and accepted. And if it's he, she, shim, it, they, and motherfucking them, baby, so be it. As long as you fucking happy. Because that's going to, are you happy? Don't try to, well, I want you to know about I honestly don't give a fuck, but are you happy? If we got children, okay, they good, they got everything they need, because shit, the way Regina and James is running their mouth, don't come over here talking about, I want this and want that. Baby, you don't want shit from Rita. Remember, you got the money. I'm pretty sure you got a bitch with monies, because James ain't going to mess with your ass if you ain't got the money. I'm pretty sure you heard him say it with the S's. James was over here because of the money. And then it was like, shit, she know how to get to it too. And for his punk ass to even step out of his narcissism to even say it itself, that's when I knew at that point, bitch, hype yourself up. Because anybody fucking with him, that's their problem, not mine. If he left for a reason. I wasn't the one to make him happy, and I'm acceptable of that. When Josh told me, hey, I don't think we should talk no more, cool, and I left it at that. Because now we're not doing that back and forth, this shit going rough over there, and then I'm going to come over here with you. He knew where to be happy at. He knew where to be safe at. But he also knew I was going to address his ass to be a fucking man and stand the fuck up for what the fuck you said and how you did it. You left me for fucking dead, and you knew that shit. All I needed was for you to admit it. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Admit it. If you can speak truth to me and keep it real, I'd rather you hurt me with the fucking truth versus trying to hurt me with a fucking lie. Because trying to hurt me with a lie, I'm going to destroy your life. We're not the same. And I'm not destroying your life in the fact of let me go get this. No, just know that I'm going to destroy you about you. Your behavior, your movement, what you do and how you do it. Because somebody else, whatever it is that you're doing, going to be able to spot so much more. Now, oops, there you go. Don't nobody want to be here. You see? Because all I'm doing is just speaking my truth. If I told you, oh, you gonna want your baby daddy, sir, I don't give a fuck about none of my baby daddies. When I left, the leaving was the intent to not go back. There's no double dipping just because it's a fucking baby daddy. I ain't ever been that baby mama. Shit, I remember when Isaiah tried to pull that dumb shit, and then he was like, it was me and Shaquina at that time. At that time, it was me, Shaquina, then another girl got pregnant. When he started moving like that, that's when I was like, yikes. But I looked at the factor that, hey, it's kids, and I want the kids to be able to know anything. But then he had her there, and she's like, oh, yeah, we just finished. Congratulations, y'all good. I was that baby mama. I walk up in the crib, oh, y'all over here? Okay, well, I'm here to, get the baby or chill or just get my bags or whatever. I ain't give a fuck about what the hell they got going on. I've been the baby mama where the other baby mamas calling just to try to get their fucking relief to just think right. So me knowing who I am and what the fuck, how I move and stuff like that, you think I give a shit about what y'all saying out there in the streets? Because ain't nobody, I slept with her. Baby, it's about a few men out here. It's about two of them for a fact that I know sit here lying, talking about, I lay with her. If that man keep looking away, talking about, I ain't, and he looking everywhere else but to you, and then I mention his name that I laid up with him, that's your problem. They ain't got shit to do with me. They ain't got shit to do with me. I know who I laid with. I know who I busted wide open for. But when it comes to business, business is business. I love my money a little bit more than what I would love any type of other situation. Because like I said, for most people, y'all have to be grateful that I actually had children, that I want to have children. Because if I didn't, Like I said, like that Marine dude, he seen in me in that moment that if I had went into the motherfucking Marines, there was a problem. But they say a mercenary knows another mercenary. And of all the things that I've been through, I could have turned into a way bigger monster than half of these people coming up with this situation. But instead of me turning into the same people who hurt me, I learned to go ahead and learn, observe, overstand, and know where they're coming from before they fucking do it. So it's too easy to spot who's doing what, who come up with the decision, how they're able to strategically to do it, whether it's coming from underground people or whether it's coming from fucking political figures. It's no different. Because you got to understand, those motherfuckers from the political and high grounds and industry, they got to come to the low ground to get what the fuck it is that they want to do. Got to remember that. The fuck? Don't get mad at me because, oh, she has a high intelligence and do, but I've been having to suppress it just to fucking deal with basic ass people. It's an annoyance. So it's more peaceful for me to stay by myself in my home with my books, reading, learning, listening, whatever it is that I decide to listen to, and mind my motherfucking business. That ain't expensive. It's actually fucking free. And if people don't want to deal with a person because it's what they like to be by themselves, oh, wow, oh, because you can't be in my business. That's what it sounds like. They mysterious for a fucking reason. It's called mind your motherfucking business, not mine. You gotta install cameras just to see, is she doing that voodoo shit? Is she doing that weird shit? But I probably burn some parch pigment here, you know, here and there in a candle. But it's only for me, not to do harm to somebody else. When you do love spells, you are starting to impede on people's free will. So when that backfire hits, now you in fucking devastation. Will I ever get them back? Now you in mental confusion. You remember how you wanted another person, you end up putting yourself in. That's why if you do right and you stay upstanding in life, you ain't got to worry about shit. You think I'm worried about anybody leaving? No, because I did my best. I gave my best. I was honest. I didn't lie. I didn't do anything. So I'm actually genuinely at peace. Are we going to talk about her parenting? Okay. We're going to talk about her mental health. Okay. We're going to take away this. Okay. Are you done? Are you done? Just you let me know whenever the fuck you're done, because I'm bored here already. But it just gets to that point at some point in your life where you're going to get to a point like, okay. But I can rest assured within myself and where I can come peace in my heart, my mind, my spirit, my soul, and everything. I did right. Even in a situation where I should have dog walked people in their face. And I still did right. That's where I gained my happiness and peace, because I still treated people right. Regardless if these dumb motherfuckers come to me and want to talk, I know in my heart still do them right. Simple. I'm a simpleton. I like the easy life. The easy breezy. Easy cover girl or whatever the fuck. I don't even fucking really watch TV. Let alone I can barely watch a movie for too long. Because I like my peace. This right here. Peace. Peace be still. I live the luxurious life that people crave to fucking have. I don't even have to have all the money in the world. I ain't even gotta have, look, I don't even care about having a fucking car right now. You know why? I'm at peace. I get joy and peace even just to go for a simple little walk. Whether it's 5, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, regardless. Even if I had to walk an hour to a store, it's the peace. It's the peace. The only way people can take away your peace and joy is if you allow it. And I'm not for that. Regardless that you're moving, it just, hey, all it told me is just be vigilant, be more self-aware, pay attention to your surroundings. That's it. If they try it, handle it. That's it. They not bothering you, you don't bother them. It's simple fucking math, and people be wanting to create a cognitive dissonance so fucking bad. And the people looking to create it, they live in the fucking illusions themselves. So whenever it's time for them to snap back to themselves, it's difficult. I guarantee anybody that was trying to cause chaos, confusion, mental issues, and all this other shit, they probably fucking going through it right now. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. We was trying to talk about her fupa. We was trying to talk about her body, and she still don't. And I still don't give a shit. Big today, probably be skinny, but small in about 20 days. Thyroids will do that to you. The fact that they prolonged it for so fucking long, hey, it just is what it is. I'm just learning to deal with it. And then me dealing with it, hey, I'm going to have to learn body positivity. Rita, your body positivity, you probably get up to about 190 something. On your great days, you probably get down to about 140, 150. It's going to be a teeter-totter. But the one big thing, hey, it ain't HIV, it ain't AIDS. That's for one. You keeping up with your fucking health the best way you can. The stress sometimes calls you to do that. So being in a prolonged stress state, yeah, they can do it. That's cortisol. That's serotonin. It starts to fuck with your dopamine sometimes. It can sometimes start fucking with your self-esteem, but when you know people are trying to fuck with your self-esteem, you start building, again, self-esteem, self-confidence. I'm going to be confident in my body, whether I gain weight or lose weight. But the near goal, stay in shape. Weight management. That's why it's called weight management, right? Stay in shape. That's why it's called stay in shape. That's why you're meant to exercise during pregnancy. So when your body is ready to go ahead and get back in shape, you already gave it a muscle memory, even though you're losing muscle, gaining fat and things like that. Some people don't because they overdo it in the gym because that's what they're accustomed to. That's how you get back in fucking shape. And you get mad at me because what? You don't know how to do that and push back from a fucking table? You got to keep going, get lipo and injections in your lips, surgeries on your nose and all this other shit just to feel good about yourself. It's called self-confidence. Apparently you had none. You did not know how to accept yourself before you even do the surgery. That's why I always told myself if I decided to ever do a surgery on my body, which will only be like a minor surgery, you must have confidence in yourself before you do it. Because if you don't, if you didn't like yourself before, you're still not going to like yourself at all. It'd be people that never fucking had a like for themselves to begin with, that when they do get it, they still ain't got fucking confidence. They still ain't got self-respect. They still don't know their worth. Because they thought the surgery was going to make them feel better. And it's never going to fucking make you feel better if you did not know your worth or feel good before you did it. I feel great in any shape, form, or fashion. I just know, hey, you just got to be mindful. You got to be careful. So on that moment and that chance that I do decide to do it, I'm going to feel good about it. Because I was feeling good about myself before I did it. And I'm going to make sure that I feel good when I do get it. Because when you do get it, you're going to appreciate it and you're going to take care of it. I done seen so many fucking people get these damn surgeries and don't take care of it. Get fat, blow the fuck up, and girl, I need to go get me some more lipo. I need them to go ahead and remove this and add more of the fat from the stomach to my butt. That's sad. You didn't, oh, okay, so you did all that work to get it done. You gained all that fucking weight because you didn't know how to put the fucking plate down. That's one. Two, you're too fucking lazy to go to the gym. Get in shape, get to the weight that you want, then you fucking do it. Hey, I'm pleased at this weight. I feel great. And then, okay, well, I still got a little bit of loose skin here. Hey, can we get this done, doc? Yeah. And once you get it done, and I've got to think, hey, I could be dropping anywhere from $5,000 to $20,000 just to do all this. You think I'm going to let $20,000 go down the drain because I can't stay away from a fucking table or a plate? Oh, girl, let's go do some seafood balls. Well, all them damn seafood balls look like it went to every fucking fat pocket in that body. And now all the money that you did is a waste. It's a bust. Motherfuckers go get these veneers and dentures done. How the fuck you rust and turn yellow fucking veneers and dentures is fucking beyond me. But it's possible. But these be the bitches and men and motherfucking shims and thems be having the audacity to talk about me. Motherfucking, you craving to have my booty. It came naturally. It came from the frisky. It came with me when I came out of the cootie cat. Or C-section, whatever fucking one it was. I didn't know. And I don't care anymore. But hey, it's great. It pays to be great within yourself. To know, hey, right now you're not in shape, but when you do get in shape, it's going to be fucking great. It's going to be awesome. Be happy. Because at the end of the day, be happy, be loved, be at peace. Be happy, be at love, and be at peace. And peace leads to stability. Peace leads to security. Peace leads to me, and peace can be fucking still. Do you hear me? That's all it is. But this is like a chapter in my life. Like, I don't want to have to keep addressing these people, because this is just what it is. And what people going to choose to do, because I'm getting that message, guys, just saying, baby, let it go. Close this chapter. If no one can, they still want to sit in their ego. They still want to be in their pride. They still want to talk about you. They still want to do this dirty thing. Keep trying to drag your name through the mud. Baby, let them have it and close that chapter. Because today, it says close chapter. I don't want to hear from nobody. Today is the last day. If you're going to speak, because I'm not running on nobody's time, not no man's time. Can we go to dinner? Can we go eat? If you say you're going to be there at 4 o'clock, you better be fucking there at 4 o'clock. Not 4:50, not 4:03, not 4:15, not 4:20, none of that. None of that. If you said 4 o'clock, you better be there. Because I'm not fit to do what I did with that last one. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not able to. Because I did not like myself. I did not like where I was. I did not like the mindset. I did not like my energy. I did not like my spirit. Because it's like, damn, you gaining weight. You stressing. One moment your weight is up. One moment your weight's down. Your skin clearing up. Then it's breaking out. That right there was a stress pocket. And the fact that this was a grown-ass man, or called themselves a grown-ass man, I was dealing with immaturity. I was dealing with disrespect. But I was dealing with somebody that didn't even know what respect was. And even though that I showed him, he still didn't respect it. So I had to let it go. But I also respected the fact that he said, I don't want to see you no more. I don't want to talk to you no more. Okay, cool. Noted. Got it. Granted. Took my shit. Went on. Left the motherfucking state. Well, I didn't need to stay, but I left that city. Got my shit. Got the folk on. Changed my numbers. And called it a day. What further do we need to talk about? Because I don't need to be harassed from Sheila every fucking few months whenever she felt like, oh, I am communicating with her. Bitch, no, you're not. You over here trying to harass and you trying to be fucking messy. You go as far as using my son's phone to do the dumb shit that you was doing. So it was just like, have it. If James and Regina wanted, well, Regina had the kids than James, because I don't know where the fuck James been at. But the fact that I had to look at that situation, I was just like, you know what? If they gonna fight me over some kids, they can keep these kids. But like I said, she want to get a restraining order and act like her bitch ass is scared. Because her niece, what's her name? Tanisha, whatever the fuck it was, Parhams and all, coming to the page and stuff like, girl, screenshot this and screenshot this. Anybody, if you listening to motherfucking Regina, listen, you looking to get what's coming for you. But I'm not concerned. I don't want these people in my energy. I don't want the attachment. It's not to say that I don't want to be a mom, because I love everything about being a mom. I love everything about being a mom. But it just is what the fuck it is. I'm not fighting and arguing with no kids. If the court feels that it's in the best interest of them to be there, by all means. Shit, I'll sign over my parental rights for all I give a shit. It's just gonna be, is what it is. Now we don't have zero ties. I'm not, there's no need for me to reach out to call. There's no reason for any of this. These kids will get of age eventually, and then if they start asking the truth, then, if they don't take the YouTube down, my kids will have a digital footprint to go right back to what it was, that they can see for themselves. Damn, mommy went through a lot. Mommy fought as hard as she could. Because the fight can only be so big whenever it's just one of me and it's 100 of them. So one day, maybe they understand, maybe they won't, but I'm not fit to stress myself any further. All I'm doing is fucking being a black woman looking to fucking live. But apparently we dying to live when we living to die. And it just is what it is. But at the end of the day, the closed chapter, may all of you, you know, hopefully, if we dated, kicked it, whatever, I hope you're happy. I hope the relationship work out. Don't reach out, you know, but if you do, you got 24 hours. You don't reach out, oh well, it's just a closed chapter. I don't care. Be happy, you know, even if it's a boyfriend, girl, I don't give a shit. Leave me alone. I hope you at peace. But also, you know, for those, you know, military people, whatever, I hope you can see that, hey, I'm about business, I'm about my work. I might talk a little bit reckless, but shit, if it's a job for me to focus on and it's analytics, data, whatever, advisory, just know you can trust the fact that I will do my job effectively, efficiently, and accurately. I'm not going to be taking words and all this other stuff from other people. It's going to be the fact, and if I do have to do the research will be done accurate as possible so we can have our correct information, coordinates, whatever. So until then, this is a closed chapter. What's going to happen after, it just happens. Okay, so if I decide to hop in, I'll hop in. If not, this is